Okay, so, no idea if anyone can hear me. This is my first attempt at streaming at all. And, yeah, I recently, um, downloaded a mod for spin tires, which is what I'm playing, as you can see. Um, which put a Dodge Ram Charger into the game, and I'm just gonna play around with it for a little bit, and just, I don't know, do some testing and such. I have no idea if anyone is saying anything in chat. It's not popping up on the window. Hold on. Oh, there we are. Mic is quieter than the game volume. Okay, good to know. Is that better? Hold on. Okie dokie. Can you hear me? Don't know. No one's saying anything. Okay, well, let's look for the RAM charger. Okay, there's a fairly significant. Okay. Okay, so there's a rather significant delay between me and the stream. So, basically, ignore everything I just said for the last 30 seconds. Okay, well, let's look for the. Okay, there's a fairly significant. Okay, now we found our 1982 Dodge Ram Charger, and the Ram Charger here is very, very similar to the one that I own. It's a bit taller than mine, but other than that, it is basically the same. And, okie dokie. Well, let's put some cool stuff on here then. Found our 1982 Dodge Ram Charger, and the Ram Charger here is very, very similar to the one that I own. It's a bit taller than mine, but other than that, it is. Oh, excellent. Thanks, Joe. I know who you are. I am going to need to figure out resolution things with my other screen here because it's ridiculously hard to hear chat. Or, not hear chat. See chat. Read it. Give me one moment. Okay. Get the stream you've got going on in the background as well. Yes, that would be a great idea. Excellent. Thanks, Joe. Okay. That should be better. The only thing that should be playing now should be the game. You'll have to let me know if that is not the case. So, I don't know, while I'm just driving around, I suppose I don't know, talk about some random stuff with this vehicle. It's a 1982 Dodge Ram Charger. It has either a 360 or a 318 V8. There is really no way to tell. Its front axle is a passenger drop Dana 44. Its rear axle is a Chrysler 9 1/4. Its transfer case should be a new process 241C, and its transmission, considering I'm in automatic mode, is going to be a Chrysler TorqueFlite 727. That means nothing to anyone who might be watching this, but, I don't know, might be entertaining. Showmanship. And, alright, well, I'm satisfied with that. So, I don't know. I don't know this map at all. Yeah, sorry, Joe. And now we shall begin 80s domestic SUV extravaganza. We've got a Ram Charger, a Grand Wagoneer, going to toss in, what else do we want? We want a K5, but probably not that one. Let's go for this K5. Oops. Come on. Okay. Go down here. Find ourselves, let's go with the Suburban. Okay, it's 70s/80s domestic SUV extravaganza. Oh well. You're gonna want a Bronco, and I believe that covers it. Let's start the game and just play around a bit. I want a top. Let's go with the big bumpers this time. Why not? Okie dokie. Now let's go explore. I honestly don't know this map really at all, but it looks like I'm going the right way, so. Also, I apologize for the frame rate and for all of the buffering that's going on. The frame rate's not really any better on my end, and yeah, my internet's kind of terrible. This is more of a test than anything else. Okay, I dropped quite a few frames in there. Stop for gas. These things suck gas, believe me. I get about 9 city, maybe 14 highway. Yeah, it's fun. Great vehicle. Not fun to buy gas for. What do I actually do in this game? Okay, so the point of the game, in theory, is to be a logging simulator. Now this map, it seems... Oh, okay. This map, because you have to have lumber and an objective for the game, just shove them in the corner in a kind of inaccessible area. This game is actually supposed to be a logging simulator. You drive around old Soviet trucks and drive through a bunch of mud and pick up stuff. However, it has been co-opted by the modding community and turned into off-road vehicle simulator because it happens to have just amazing mud physics. So yeah, pretty much you just drive around. It's probably not the most exciting thing to watch. I have no idea. But I don't know. I love off-road vehicles. I love off-roading. And I don't know. I love this game. It's way more exciting than one would expect. Or at least it's more exciting to me than it would be to anyone else. Let's go down this trail. Looks interesting. This mod, by the way, is available on the Steam Workshop. It is made by Smar19. I apologize if that's not how he wants his name said. And, or I don't know if he made it, but anyway, he uploaded it. It's really good. I'm very satisfied with it, so if anyone would like this mod who is watching, I know there's a few of you lurking, yeah, Smar19 on the Steam Workshop. Just click subscribe and got yourself a beautiful 1982 Dodge Ram Charger to play around with. Except when you flip it over. Which is, you know, what actually would happen, because carburetors don't like being upside down. And there's plenty of buffering. There, the frame rate. As much as I would like to get into streaming, it might not actually be possible, just given how terrible my internet is. That would kind of suck, but, yeah, there's nothing more I can do about the internet here, so... Come on. Eat. Get up there. This is what I do for a hobby in real life as well. I don't do it in my Ram Charger because my Ram Charger is my daily driver, but I've got my Jeep. Oh, that's interesting. There's some weird clipping that goes on when you're in a weird angle with that rear bumper. See? Kind of spazzing out there. I don't think it's clipping so much as just like it's not anchored to the body, maybe? I don't know. Joe, good to hear that this isn't that bad on your end. I am quite happy about that. Except that right now, at least, I see a black screen. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe what I'm seeing on Twitch is not the same as what you are. Because right now I'm seeing a black screen with a spinny thing. I honestly expected this game to have much worse graphics, to be honest. Yeah, it actually looks amazingly good for being, like, a 6-year-old game coded in, like, all... I don't remember exactly what it's coded in. I think it's in, like, Java? It doesn't look nearly as bad as you kind of expect it to. Is that how it is in real life? Yes. I don't know exactly what you're referring to, but rocks in spin tires are not very realistic. you have much less traction on rocks and spin tires than you really should, but the mud physics in spin tires are just amazing. I would honestly just not have the stream open on your end so as to not affect performance. Yeah, I suppose that would be a good idea. You know if there's a way to bring up just chat and not the stream itself? Because I can't really read chat on my, can't really read chat at all, really. I'm actually going to see if I can bring it up on my phone, which I'm going to take off of the Wi-Fi. And I can read chat that way, in theory. This. Okay. You can hide the playback and only have chat open. Oh, well. Guess that would have been good to know. Agamemnon TWC. Playing spin tires. Excellent. Okay, I should be able to see you now. Or at least read what you're saying. Better than I could with the horrible resolution of this other screen. If I have one criticism of spin tires as a game, it's that the camera is just awful. But oh, and it's like extremely buggy. I'm kind of expecting it to crash at some point. I wouldn't say it's the world's best game, but it is definitely fun, and if you're into off-roading, I highly recommend it. And okay, this is awkward. Yeah, this is where spin tires starts to act weird compared to real life, because like the physics gets kind of wonky. And the trees do not generally blink in game like on vanilla maps. The problem, I think, is that this is a mod map. Is it the game or your computer that's super buggy? That is a really good question. It could be either one, to be honest. It looks super floaty. Yeah, well, it's... To some extent, that's this model, because I don't see a whole lot of tire deformation on this model, which could just mean they didn't really give it the physics that they should have. Here, I will... Spin tires crashed. Okay. Well, yeah, like I said. Okay, we're gonna try this again. But yeah, folks, that was my first attempt at streaming. I don't think it was a complete failure. We'll see. Let's try this again. Should be able to see it fairly soon. Okay then, this is a previous game that I was playing. Let's go to the main menu. But anyway, at any rate, yes, that is the Ram Charger mod. Here I will I'm going to use only a couple of vanilla trucks here, and then I'll be able to show you kind of how it looks, you know, the way the developers intended, because that's definitely not what my game typically is. Oakley dokley. Okay. Yeah, I'm not even gonna do anything exciting here. What the heck? Okay, here we go. Yes, this is what it typically looks like. Is that it's not perfect. There is a lot of clipping. So the one of my biggest issues with spin tires, and I will drive over this rock and maybe you can see it. That front differential just clipped with that rock. The axles are not solid in game. The body is and the wheels are, which lends itself to some exploits that you wouldn't be able to do in reality. But yeah, the idea is, this is a vanilla map, so I can show you. So you start here, you've got your garage. The stuff is hidden. You go here to the lumber, and you have a trailer, which I didn't put on, but you load up your trailer with lumber, and then you drive to the objective. And you go back and forth. This says 0 of 8, so roughly 8 times, depending on what it's using as requirements. I really don't actually play the game the way it's supposed to be played. It's, I really just enjoy driving around. It's probably not the most exciting thing, but it's fun. But yeah, that's it's kind of what the vanilla trucks look like. They are generally rather higher quality than mod trucks, but mod trucks are fun. So let's go to is it the river that's really fun? I can't recall. I think it's Diamondback. Let's bring up our trucks and. All right, Joe. Well, have fun, man. Good night. Sleep well. Thank you for helping me get this set up. As far as mods that I'm using, I'm too many is the answer. I could probably put together a list if anyone cared. But it's really just all stuff downloaded off the Steam Workshop. The maps you have to manually install, and you can get those off of spintires.nl is the usual website. It's pretty fun, I think. Let's find a Bronco. In real life, by the way, I have an old black Jeep TJ like this one, and I very, very much love my Jeep. And yeah, it's just thoroughly entertaining to go and throw vehicles I don't own and can't afford to buy around in the mud when I can't afford to, actually do that in real life. Okay. What else should I use? Let's go this Jeep Cherokee. If chat has any suggestions for like anything I should do, please let me know. I'm just kind of playing it by ear right now. Let's go with this first gen 4Runner. I know it's not domestic, but whatever. I promised you domestics, and I'm going to cheat. Let's put the tire inside this time. And, yeah, okay. Alright, now we're rolling. I know, not even supporting America. It's just as hard to drive one of these in a straight line as it is in real life. Alrighty. Now, let's go rock crawling. Yeah. Let's go for it. What does the TWC in your name mean? Well, I promise I am not that big a fan of the Weather Channel, although the Weather Channel is pretty awesome. Now it's, so when I first got into, internet things, no, it's not Time Warner Cable, God. They're the ones responsible for the terrible internet here, by the way. Anyway, now it's, there's a gaming forum called Total War Center that was kind of the first place I went when I first started getting onto the internet, and I spent a lot of time there and made a bunch of friends, and whenever Agamemnon is taken somewhere, which Agamemnon was my username on Total War Center for a long time, whenever Agamemnon is taken somewhere, I usually use Agamemnon oh god. God dang it. Well, wheeling on hard mode now. Like I said, buggiest game ever. Anyway, yeah, so I go for Agamemnon TWC in reference to the gamer forum on which I kind of got my start whenever Agamemnon is not itself an option. Apparently I'm having trouble driving up a mild hill. It's the other thing that's kind of annoying. The transmissions in this game all suck. Now I have no idea what kind of transmissions that old Soviet logging trucks had that they're based on, but when you're used to American transmissions, whether manuals or automatics, it's really irritating for a transmission to suck as much as all of them do in this game. I'm not going to be able to right myself this time. Should have been paying more attention. Yeah, let's go get that Toyota. I've never actually used this one in game, so we'll see. Whoever made this was evidently a Futurama fan. It's a good show. Alright, well, let's go. Just lock the brakes. Who needs slowing down nicely or safely? I don't. Good, strong, proper, no anti-lock brakes. The way off-road vehicles are meant to be. Terrifying. I'd either be Death Girl, probably Death Girl, or Pineapple F Up. Well, sorry. Yeah, I've been using the same names for all of my internet. Okay. Dave. Okay. I've been using the same names for all of my internet stuff since I was like 13. Yeah, pretty much anywhere you see Agamemnon or Agamemnon TWC and that mildly cringy avatar there, that's me. It's on a whole bunch of things. YouTube, Discord, Twitch. I think well, I may or may not upload this onto YouTube, I don't know. It's more of a test than anything else. I wanted to kind of get into streaming here because I got a game in a Humble Bundle deal called Jalopy, which is about babying your 70s Lada across the Eastern Bloc. And I don't know, it seemed really cool, so I wanted to play it, but I thought, this is the perfect game to like do a blind let's play of on a stream. So I'm gonna try that. Just don't quite know when. But yeah, we'll see. Well then. Where did my truck go? Did I? No, okay. Oh, it rolled down the hill. Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, these vehicles are, well, they're not very easy to drive in real life either. But like, if you're not paying attention, it's really easy to ram them into things or flip them over. Other fun stuff like that. If I had any criticism of this Ramcharger mod so far, it is the fact that it does not have any winch points other than the bumpers, which is realistic, but also really annoying because it's generally not that easy to right a vehicle with only a bumper-mounted point. Generally having one on the roof or one on the bottom of the side, just huge help as far as emergencies. I really don't like the sound of this Toyota's engine, but that's about what 22REs sound like in real life. My buddy's got one in his truck. They're not really pleasant sounding engines. They run forever. Very, very good, reliable engines, but just not pleasant sounding. So whoever made this 4Runner, very nice attention to detail. The interior is pretty good. You got your passenger seat view here. Oh, god dang it. The rocks disappeared again. It's always annoying when that happens. Sound French accent? Nope. I'm from Michigan. I don't know, maybe you misheard me? I was just saying it doesn't sound pleasant. Compare that. I mean, this doesn't really sound all that exciting either. Oh, sorry. How do you find the games and the add-on? So, Spin Tires is available on Steam. All of these mods, they're all like independent mods, and so Steam's workshop system has people who just upload things that they've made, and you would go to the Steam workshop, and the Steam overlay isn't going to pop up, so I can't show you. However, you would buy the game and download the game and such, and then you would go to the Steam workshop, and for this one you would look up SID 75 Chevy K5 Blazer. SID is a very, very good model maker. Just makes tons of stuff and really good stuff. So that's how you get this one. The Ram Charger that I started this with is from Smar19 on the Steam Workshop. Has a few really cool mods that I recommend you look up. The Bronco, I genuinely have no idea, but you can find it. Oh, it's also SID. Never mind. I don't know who made the Wagoneer. It might be SID as well. I'm not sure. But you can look up 78 Jeep Wagoneer. Again, no idea who made this. It's called XJ Crawler. Look it up. And I don't know who made the Toyota, but it's a Toyota 4Runner. Looks 80s. Yeah, I don't know. Let's try the Bronco. Never actually used it. And that's exactly what happens if you try to do that in one of these in real life. I don't know, I'm dumb sometimes. I would like to point out that this K5 looks extremely nice and very realistic, except for one thing that kind of seems to be a trend among Spin Tires modders, and it, I don't know, kind of annoys me, although it shouldn't. This vehicle would have been leaf sprung all the way around, which means it would have the same suspension that this has, where you can see the springs down here. Actually, pretty much the exact same suspension between a Ram Charger and a Blazer. But the mod author here has decided to replace the stock leaf springs with coils, which is something people would do for off-road ability, but I don't know. I like the vehicles, and while I certainly would not be opposed to putting coil springs on one in real life. But yeah, and they all look flat tire. That's actually on purpose. You can see the tires are kind of floppy, and yeah, they look flat. That is completely intentional. If you have a fully inflated tire and you go off-road, it tends to bounce off of things and doesn't stick to them. Whereas if you deflate your tires very low, it won't bounce, it'll absorb impacts, so it'll put less stress on things in general. And it will also actually have more traction because the tire will form around rocks and such and hook. It's a very interesting off-roader's trick, which, I don't know, I quite like that they implemented into the game. But yeah, they absolutely look like the tires are flat, because, yeah, the tires are flat. If I were to just take a guess, if those are 37s, which they look to be, it looks like there's about 12 psi in them. Which, I don't know, that's something in bar or pascals or something, I have no idea. You'd have to do that conversion if you want it in metric. We do tires in pounds per square inch here, so. But it is an extremely fun game. Except that keeps happening. I need to figure out what's causing that. I don't know if it's this map or if it's the game itself. Spin Tires is a very, very buggy game. I don't actually think I will get stuck here because this isn't a particularly tough trail here. Yeah, no, I didn't get stuck. Up farther, if I were to go down this path, which is a lot of fun for sure, this path, if the rocks were to disappear like they just did, I just would never get through it because there's a lot of tire placement issues here and lots of work. Hello, Chopwood95. Welcome to my Spin Tire stream. How are you today, Chopwood? Oops. Bump. Come on, get up there. Hey! Thank you, Chopwood. Yes, production quality, Chris. That's, yeah. And yes, I'm stealing jokes from Teal Deer. I don't care. But yeah, if, when you drive slow, the rocks do not disappear. Yeah, that appears to be the case. Let's see if, now that, you know, the rocks are visible, we can, get up here. Thank you for pointing that out, brute forces. And there's nowhere to winch to, so we are gonna do this the hard way. AKA just tire placement. Excuse me, Chopwood, this is a family-friendly stream. Alright, well, because we kind of need to drive slowly in order to make the rocks not disappear, I am going to put this in manual mode. So this is why you don't answer my calls now. No, I don't answer your calls because I'm Skyping with my girlfriend. She's way cuter than you. Deal with it. No, I meant right now. Yes, actually, I did reject your call just so that I could continue streaming. Yes, I know. What, do you want to be on stream? I can put you on speakerphone. We're just gonna irritate everyone else who's listening. Well, one other person who's listening. Well. Let's get up there. Or not. Come on. You can do it. Yeah, there we go. I actually have spin tires now. Good. You should download some mods. Like these mods. Oh, you should see the Ram Charger that I just downloaded today. It looks pretty much just like mine, but taller with way nicer tires. Oh, Humble Bundle, nice. We still need to stream Jalopy. I was talking about that earlier. Yes, we do need to stream Jalopy. What? The rocks didn't disappear, but the world and the car did. Oh, God. Spin Tires is a very buggy game. Well, having owned Spin Tires for quite a while, there is nothing I can do to fix this without exiting the game and just kind of trying again another time, so I don't know, I guess semi-successful test, and you know, I guess this is it. Lost in space. Exactly. Well, I don't know. Thanks for watching, folks. I am not salty. You're the one who's salty here. Yeah, thanks for watching. It was a lot of fun. I hope to do this some more in the future. Anyway, this is Agamemnon signing off.